Not complaining about it, but like that's outrageous, you know. But like that's one thing. I've never left the country, so that's another thing. I don't really know if I'm big on doing that, you know. Just saying. So yeah, I don't know if that's a good first flight, you know. Like, hey, let's go to Australia first flight. There's a thing in Kansas City, really? Interested. Yeah, I don't know. The other thing, chat, to be honest, I'm not a big crowds person, so I don't make 100K per year. No, I don't. No, I don't make 100K per year. No, I don't make that much money. Saying 99,000 per year. No, it's not very near that. Yeah, I'm not a big crowds person, especially with like COVID and stuff too. Like it's still out there, you know? Yeah. Yeah, COVID, I'm sorry to hear that. But even before COVID, I didn't like crowds. Post COVID or whatever you want to call this period we're in now, it makes me like even more nervous about being around crowds. I just don't like, people are gross, you know? Like, I think that's the big takeaway with COVID, right? People are gross. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing, man. I just don't like crowds. And yeah, I don't think a 9-hour flight would be a good like first flight, you know? That or just give me a lot of Benadryl beforehand. Just knock me out the whole time. That might work. This Benadryl knocks me out. Like, big time. Big time knocks me out. That's for sure. But, you know, if there was something in the Midwest that wasn't too far away that, like, you know, somebody wanted to pay for me to go to, maybe. You know? Maybe. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. COVID made me realize how gross people are. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and there's still people getting it. That's the other thing. Y'all have to, you know, that's still a thing. You know? Just saying. Never end. Hey, if Giants is going to pay my way, Kerm, I'll go. How about that? All the way to Germany. No, I won't, actually. Just saying. I won't. And I know you're not going to add GPS either, so. You know, when it comes to GPS, you know, the old thing of you can wish in one hand and, you know, do the other thing in the other hand and, you know. You know, see which one fills up first kind of thing. I live just outside of St. Louis, Missouri, yes. Just outside, I can see the arch from the kitchen window, chat. I can't, actually. That's not true. It's not Russia either. But I do live just outside of St. Louis, Missouri, here in the Midwest. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Stop talking. Used to work in Springfield. Nice. I've been down there once or twice. Yeah. I have been down that way. Down to Springfield. I've been to Branson once for like an afternoon. That's about it. You're gonna book me to a country meeting to like as Luke Combs? Is that what you're saying? I'm not Luke Combs, chat. It's not me. I have more followers on Twitch than Luke Combs, chat. Just remember that. By the way, speaking of followers, chat, can we get some GGs to y'all, not to me, but to y'all in the chat. We just are sitting right at 27,000, literally right now. GG's chat, thank y'all. That's pretty lit. I just happened to look up and see that number. 27 even, boys. Appreciate it all, chat. Yes. Yep. GG's to chat. Awesome.
Rabufo1 just resubscribed for
Awesome.
6 months.
Awesome. Awesome. Do I do farming in real life? So I don't do farming in real life, but my dad does own 5 acres of the farm that he grew up on. So I get to go down there and mess around with tractors and stuff. Thanks for the 6-month resub, by the way, that just came in as well. Appreciate that. How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back. Probably. Well, I'd go outside of the state, Sean. I'd go to like Chicago or something. I would do that. Chicago's not bad. Although it's like crowded. Yeah. Way too many people in Chicago. I go to like Chicago or Kansas City or like Oklahoma City or something like that. I would travel. But I'm not a plane guy, so it'd have to be like, you know, Midwest. This is HAUT-BEYLERON, the French map. That's what this is. The French map. What was I gonna say? So we don't farm or anything, but we do have, like I said, the 5 acres, and my dad and I grow a lot of pumpkins. And for 20 plus years now, we've been growing pumpkins, and we actually have a party every year where we invite about 130 to, or about 100 to 150 people out to the farm to pick pumpkins, take hay rides, do all that stuff. So, yeah. An hour west of downtown Chicago. Gotcha, Karen. Okay. I got you, Terminator. I got you, man. Makes sense. But would I have to put on a fake smile and pretend like I like all the farm sim streamers? Would I have to do that, Terminator? Because I don't like a lot of them. Is that bad to say? Dang it, I just outed myself. Dang it, chat. You and your sister are playing on Frankenmuth? Nice. Hope you're having fun with it. Dang it, I outed myself. I'm not going to be invited. I can already see it, chat. I'm not getting invited. I'm not going to be invited. I'd have to put on a fake smile, chat. You'll be there. Yeah, I heard you saying something about that. Taxi, I've never watched it, man. As long as it's such a diplomatic answer, Curb. I love it. I'm here for it. Yeah, I don't, it's whatever. It's not a secret. I don't think, chat. It's not a secret, you know, but I don't think they like me either. So I don't really care, to be honest. You know, I think that's what makes me different is I don't care. Pretty sure I could be respectful. Sean, I don't know. No, I could. I just wouldn't talk to those people. That's all, you know, like I'm not about to walk up to somebody that I don't care for and like try to have a conversation with them to be fake. You know, I'm just going to avoid, you know, who doesn't like me? Oh man, there's a list, bro. There's a list of people that don't like me. There's people, and they're not in the farm sim world per se, but there are at least 2 channels on Twitch. If you mention my name, you will be banned immediately. People I used to be friends with that I'm not anymore, you will be banned. Not in the farm sim community though. They don't play farm sim, but they are on Twitch. Yes. Yeah, you'll get banned immediately. Out of the farm sim community, I've never really had like a bad interaction with anybody per se, but I've also not had any good interactions with anybody. You know, like say when a streamer comes in here and they're like trying to be my buddy and ask how my family is, and it's like, dude, I've never really talked to you before. Like, what are you doing? Like, it throws me off. I just don't understand it, you know? Yeah. Like when I don't go in their stream and they come in here and they're like trying to act like we've known each other for 10 years. I kind of have a problem with that. You know, because I feel like, especially with that one situation I'm talking about, I felt like that person was literally just coming in here trying to get a shout out, and I'm not about that. Like, yeah, Sean, you know the other two channels I'm talking about, but like, you know, I shout out the people that I shout out, I support the people I support, and that's that, and I don't support everybody else, you know? To be completely honest, I don't do it. So, yeah. You can go in there, Bert. They don't talk to you. You'll just get banned if you talk about me, though. You're only here for the shot. Okay, Kurt. I got you. Who am I? My name's John. Also known as Luke Combs. Brother of Tim the Tap Man. Also, Gigantic Wall's long lost brother. Just believe me, Chad. I've seen a picture of him. We could be brothers. Ho! Hi, Black Cat. Sean, is that not working again? Carson's thing's not working today. Carson said he fixed it too, Sean. That's the thing, man. Carson said he fixed it. Making a joke, yeah. I don't know. It's really weird to me when a streamer comes in here, which it hasn't happened lately. But when they come in here and you know, it's a known person. It's somebody that you would know. You know? It's somebody that you guys would know. And they come in here and they act like we've been friends since, like, you know, we were knee high to a grasshopper, and it's just like, that's not the case, you know? Yeah, I think Carson's programs, yeah, it's not even on. You're right, Sean, it's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not on at all. Did he turn it off for the... I bet he didn't turn it back on after Storms last night, Sean. Because I know he unplugged his computer and stuff. Yeah. That's probably what it is. I bet you. And, like, maybe that's bad on me to have the mentality of, like, I'm not just going to shout somebody out because I know that they're a streamer. Because I also don't go in their chat and ask for a shout out or go in their chat at all. You know, that's my thing. Like, when I'm watching somebody else, it's not about me. You know, when I go into Ghost chat, it's not about me. I'm not there trying to get followers. I'm not there trying to get my name out there. I'm there to watch as a viewer, as you all are too. You know, I'm just a regular viewer at that point. And I guess that's what puts me apart, because a lot of people don't think like that. You know? That's funny. You don't think that's wrong? It's called having respect. It is a respect thing. Yeah, I'm not going to go into somebody, even if I am buddies with them, like Ghost. Ghost and I are friends, okay? We're friends. That's not a secret. I'm not going to go in her stream and then start talking about my stream. I'm not going to go in her stream and really talk much at all, but I'm not going to go in and be like, hey, I had this really funny thing happen today, LOL. Like, I'm not going to do that, you know? When I'm watching somebody else, it's not about me. It's about that person, you know? Shot, I think he deleted the command, if I'm not mistaken, but I can look into it. Maybe there's an update or something. Probably is. But that's just me. That's just the mentality that I have. When I watch somebody else, it's not about me. It's about them. And, yeah, you know? Would make some money. I wouldn't even... It is disrespectful, yeah. It's very disrespectful. Like, I don't mind shouting certain streamers out, but I'm going to check them out before I shout them out, you know? Because I am family friendly, and I do take the family friendly tag very seriously. I don't just put the family friendly tag there like a lot of other people have recently on Twitch, just to put it there. I put it there because I mean it, and it's something that I hold my community. Honestly, I hold all you guys to a little bit of a higher standard that we're not going to sit here and drop F-bombs unless lightning strikes in my backyard. It happened, okay? It was terrifying. But for the most part, like, we're not going to do that. And, you know, even with playing Rust coming up on the 20th, hashtag, you know, be here on the 20th, chat. It's going to be great. But even with playing Rust, I know we're going to be, like, shooting and stuff. Like, we're still not going to sit here and drop F-bombs every 3 seconds, you know? Like, last time we played GTA, like, on stream, we didn't cuss. Just because you're playing games like that doesn't mean you have to. You know what I mean? So, don't ever watch it. Wow. But like, yeah, so like I don't know. I don't shout out people unless I check them out ahead of time. And to be honest, most of the farm sim community I would not shout out to. I'll be perfectly honest with that. And I don't hide that. You know, I don't enjoy the streams. Why would I want to send my community there? That's the way I like to look at it. Maybe it's wrong of me, but you know, is it genuine to send you guys somewhere on a raid and then you never see me in their chat ever? That's not a genuine thing for me to go do, right? You know, does that make sense, chat? Hey, Carson, shoutouts don't work, by the way. Just so you know. They're broken again. So. You gotta say things like Fiddlesticks and Hannah Montana. Yeah, right, Terminator, yeah. And I don't really care if people don't like it, you know? I don't really care. Oh, goodness. I think that's the biggest thing. I just kind of don't care, you know? So, yeah. There's my TED Talk, chat. What else do you guys want me to TED Talk about? TED Talk, chat. Let's go. What are we going on about? You love the Puma rants? There we go, chat. Looks like shoutouts are working now. Carson restarted his thingamabobber. So, chat, there's some channels that I do support. You all should go follow them if you haven't already done so. You need more thunder to get me to curse. Oh, goodness. Thanks, Carson. You're the bestest person in the world. Thanks, buddy. What else you want me to rant about, chat? That's why you guys are really here for the rants, right? Carson, I should be around the computer tonight. Our shows are reruns that Dad and I watch, so I'll probably eat dinner and then come right back. Actually, I wonder if Dad's going to the farm tonight. Normally he goes down on Thursday. What's today? Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, he's not going to the farm tonight. Never mind. What is it about the people that I give shout outs to that makes me want to give a shout out to? Okay, so my buddy Matt, I've actually known him for like 6 years or something, the Grain Arcade. I've known him for a long time. He's very respectful. He doesn't cuss on his streams. He's super knowledgeable about the game. We're friends, you know, we're friends. We've known each other forever. We talk in TeamSpeak all the time. You know, couldn't say that. Hello, Kurt. Okay, Carson. Good. That's a good idea, actually. What's his name? Matt and I, the Grain Arcade, we've known each other forever. And he's just a really good guy. And anything I can do to help him out, why not? I enjoy his streams. I watch. I don't really talk in his streams. I don't really talk in streams at all. But I don't talk in his stream. But I do lurk in his streams quite a bit. The problem with Matt is he streams so early in the morning on the weekends that I don't get to watch him. You mentioned my name in Grain Arcade Band. I don't think that's the case. Sean, that is the Stream Elements chatbot, not the cloud bot, but the chatbot. It's an old thing. And then the other one is Ghost of the Sim, and I just really respect the way that she streams. The way that she carries herself, and we've become really good friends over the last year or so, almost a year now. We've become really good friends, and I like her streams. I enjoy her streams. And so why wouldn't I want to support and share something that I like watching with y'all, you know? And like I said, we've become really good friends too, and it's just, why not, you know? So, does that make sense? Did I answer the question appropriately? I hope. And like Habit, I've started giving Habit some shout outs too. Same thing. He doesn't really cuss on his streams, and his streams, I've watched a little bit of him, and he's enjoyable too. And I've known him for a long time too. I think the big thing with giving shout outs to people, at least for me, is it's gotta be people that I enjoy watching, that I've known. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Gigantic, what's going on, man? How are you? Twitch Knees, I hope I answered your question. I hope I gave you an answer you were looking for there, bro. Hopefully. Got off work. Awesome. Hopefully work was good for you today there, Gigantic. Hopefully. Look at us out here with our gaze. Wait, gaze. Yup. Mm-hmm. It was work. Okay. All right. Yeah, I hope that was a good enough answer for you there. All right. Awesome. But I guess the big takeaway is I'm going to support my friends because they support me, and it just makes sense, you know? And somebody, especially Matt, like I've known Matt forever. I really have. Matt and I have played thousands of hours of Farm Sim together. We don't really play as much anymore. Matt's off doing his, you know, he's doing his thing. He's running his maps and stuff, and he's doing a great job with it. And I don't really get to play too much Farm Sim with Matt anymore. We still talk in TeamSpeak on a regular basis though. Oh yeah. You're heading out in the morning. Gotcha, Gigantic. Have fun with that. Hopefully you have a safe trip. How far away is that from you, roughly? Like a 10-hour drive or something ahead of you? Or I have no idea. You don't have to be exact, just rough, you know? No need to give out, like, too much personal information. Well, yeah. Is that the... Oh, it's that tractor. I thought the boring machine was running again outside, chat. I thought the boring machine was running. Now it's the tractor next to me. Having too much fun. Oh, Vigorous Bull. You are having too much fun with that, buddy. You are. Big Bucks, this is not a public game to join, but if you're interested in joining a public game, we do have a server running. All the information for that can be found in our Discord. If you're interested in joining on the stream server, we kind of have two. This particular server, you need to either come into our TeamSpeak and talk to us off stream and get to know us that way, or just be an active member of chat and get to know us through chat. But the other server, anybody can join. I think Sandcam's in there right now. So yeah. Farmer Ryan, I got you into Matt streams with Old Man. Nice. But they're funny together too. Old Man's a great guy. Old Man really is he's a class act. Just saying. He's a great guy. And he is in TeamSpeak quite a bit too. Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, yeah, we do run two servers here. We have our stream server, which is this one. It's a little, you know, it's more private. And then we do have our other one that's open to anybody, anytime, 24/7, and it's crossplay. This one's PC only, but the other one is crossplay for everybody to enjoy. Or at least that's the hope. Okay, we got one swipe left there. Lots of plowing, chat. Lots of plowing. Gotta go up there and plow all that too. That might require the OP tractor up there, though. I'm not gonna lie. Be able to pull the hill. The hill is so real up there that these tractors aren't going to do it. So time to break out the plugger special here in a minute, chat. When we get this field done, I'll switch to it and head up north there. I had a tractor. Wait till y'all see this thing. The tires are almost going to be wider than this implement, but we'll make it work, chat. We'll make it work. Just saying. It's gonna be great. Don't you worry. But we'll be able to pull the hills at 9 miles an hour, so I don't care what kind of hill it is, it'll pull it. It could dang near be vertical and it's gonna pull it. It might flip over backwards, but it's gonna pull it. And then it looks like Black Cat's been working on the hay ground down here, which is good. I assume looks like he's tedding right now. He's right in front of us up there. Looks like he's tedding. I'll have to get that raked up, picked up, hauled up by the cows. This is where we're going to be hauling that eventually. May not get to all that tonight, but actually might stop doing. Might be what I do. I might stop plowing when I get done with this field, because I've been plowing for like ever, and then switch to working on hay. And I'll come in tonight off stream and finish up plowing. Roughly 11 hours one way. Dang. That's a road trip, Gigantic. Assuming a road trip, right? Quite a road trip. Done a couple of those in my day. Went from here to the eastern shore of Maryland a couple times. Had family out there for a while. Rough. 18 hours. That's a road trip. First time we ever went out there took us 3 days. We got stuck behind a couple accidents that took a couple hours each. We had a tire come apart that set us back a couple hours. We stopped in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and went to like the factory tour thing. That took, you know, a lot of time. Yeah, we had a lot of distractions. Oh, you're going to Garland, Texas. Holy cow. That's crazy. Well, I hope you have a safe journey, Gigantic. And I hope you get there and back safe, you know? Why does it sound like it's raining, chat? It has been one of those days, chat. It is super gray outside today. We had some storms last night. Actually, it was in a severe thunderstorm warning for a little bit last night. So what did I do, chat? What did I do, chat? Yeah, that's right. I went outside. Bro, just a minute. The storm wasn't here. And then, like, the storm ended up not like getting us. We got like 4 drops of rain out of that cell. It went north. So it probably hit the farm. Because the farm is north of where I live. A little bit, or the place I call the farm. Probably went and hit that pretty good. So, yeah. Kind of fun, right? They're paying delivery fees. You're taking the semi-truck fully loaded. How many day trip is this going to be for you? Because that'll be a 2-day trip, right? At least. Yeah. Just based on hours. What's that cost to have something delivered 11 hours by us via semi? That cost a few dollars, huh? Just a couple, right? Just 1 or 12. Speaking of Matt, though, hopefully he goes live tonight. We'll raid out to him if he is live when I'm done. I still don't know if he ever hooked up his new computer yet, chat. Not sure if he ever hooked up his new computer. Kind of interesting if he did. But I don't know. I haven't actually talked to Matt in a while. I was going to join TeamSpeak Sunday night for a little while, and then I was like, you know, a nap sounds better. I watched YouTube and took a nap. I was really tired Sunday though. It was crazy. It was all that fresh air Sunday at the farm, you know? Makes you tired sometimes. Plus I got a bunch of grass and stuff. Pretty busy Sunday, not gonna lie. Good to be busy though. Finishing up a project or two at the farm. We're actually working, we're last year we messed with building a ridger to go behind our Power King for the pumpkins, because we want to plant them up on a ridge this year. Because pumpkins, they like water, but they don't like to have wet feet. I mean the roots, you know, they don't like to be too wet. So we want to plant them up on a ridge so that that'll dry out first. So we kind of built the ridger last year, but Dad's been working a little bit on finishing it up. So I'll probably have a bunch of welding to do here soon.
I'm back for good.
So, welcome back, Trent. He said he was going to have it ready for the weekend, but you didn't want us to. Okay, Mrs. Professor. I got you. Your paperwork says $850,000 for the truckload. Gigantic, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Holy cow. That's a lot. Trent, do you know if Matt got his computer running yet?
I haven't heard anything.
Okay, I didn't know because you were. I know you were in on Sunday when he was in. It's unfortunate.
It was kind of late, but I haven't heard anything.
I gotcha. Okay. Hopefully he does. Hey, you know, chat, hopefully if we ever get GPS in Farm Sim, it doesn't do what GPS just did, where it locks up and it won't let you steer. Maybe Giants, if they ever implement, could make it not do that. A boy can dream, right, chat? A boy can dream. You know, what's funny by now, like, whatever warranty Matt had on that computer is probably expired by now, right?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, kind of crazy.
Just surprised he didn't take it out of the box of day one.
I would have at least, like, plugged in and make sure it worked. Maybe not, like, put it in the whole rig. I got you, Gigantic. I got you, man. That's
He's hooked
crazy.
it up to an 8 monitor.
Yeah. Is that a truckload of gold? As long as you don't drive like we drive an ATS, Gigantic, you'll be fine, right? Drive her like you stole her. I'm sure it'll be all right, man. I would imagine. But I don't. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully you don't run into too much weather. Like naders and stuff. It'd be bad. Well, yeah. Look forward to hearing how your trip's going, like on Thursday or whatever. Whenever you get back, Gigantic. Look forward to it. It's quite a bit of money, though, isn't it? Squirrely Dan, what's going on, man? How we doing? And
I could change for a good old Elon.
yeah, true. Dan, you DM'd me yesterday while I was streaming, and I was annoyed with DMs, so I didn't open it. Not necessarily at you. Everybody was sending me DMs yesterday. I was like, stop.
You gotta listen.
Dan, you know the map we're playing next. You've been playing on it. Just don't say it in chat. Thank you. That's my TED Talk. I approve this message.
Thank you. Come again.
Just getting dinner going. Nice. I don't have a clue what I'm doing for dinner tonight. Not a clue.
Either.
Okay, Dan. Yeah. So, like, you... Yeah. Because you asked me, like, what map we were playing. Black Cat, shh. It's a secret. It might be the worst kept secret of, like, all time, but it's a secret. Or something, okay? It's a secret. But yeah. Oh, Dan, no, I totally understand that, man. It's a 4X. That's got to be annoying to play alone. Can't imagine. So, chat, we were floating ideas earlier about, like, how to finish this map, right? Okay. Thanks, Bert. My cup is now empty, Bert. Thank you. I have more. Don't worry.
Did you do my hydrate from earlier?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't remember. Kind of focused
I don't
on.
think I said anything, but I did. We were talking about how to end this map, and I want to buy all the land, and we're a little ways off from doing that yet, right? It's all this Northland. But a bunch of this Northland, like this whole left corner is going to be plowed together. 10, 11, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 22, 23, 24. I'll plow that together, right? No big deal. But we were talking about like a whole silage bale harvest, like plant everything in grass. Oh, you might be playing it too, Blackhead. Nice. Plant everything in grass and silage bale harvest the entire map. What do y'all think of that, chat? Good idea. Bad idea. Yeah, I got you, Dan. We need to have a chat in TeamSpeak too about that. But you're good. Barrett, this is the French map.
Farming Gnome just resubscribed for 5 months.
Farming Gnome, welcome back. How are you doing? Appreciate the 5-month resub. Sounds good. We might need some bale run, like people to come in though. That's gonna be an adventure, let me tell you. That or corn? I don't know. I just think it'd be kind of crazy to do it all in silage bales. I mean, we've done that kind of stuff before, but I think it could be kind of fun. Just saying. Ooh, yep, this is the French map. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? And Scott, I see your 100 biddies there. Thank you for those. You'll get your alert in the next 3 to 6 business years, okay? Sorry.
Boy, I'm Brian.
Right? Yeah, no, Dan, I got you, Dan. I'll be in TeamSpeak tonight, bro. Corn silage. We could do that too, Black Cat. I just think baling could be kind of fun. Yeah, I'll be around at some point tonight, Dan.
Mal_Scott_cheered Dex 100. Full map sugar beet harvest. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Oh wait,
Scott, that sounds, I mean, I would do it, but sounds awful.
That also sounds like a lot of running.
And a contest for bales harvested in the entire map. Oh. So have like a little poll going or something? Like we could do a giveaway for like how many bales have we created in the whole map? To like go in after and like pull the save down and tell y'all like how many. That'd be kind of fun, right? Because we can totally do that in the stats page. Was it a 24-hour stream taxing? I don't remember it being 24. Say. Sugarcane. I have a header for that for a Forge Harvester now, Black Cat. It's on here. Just saying. Dan, I'll be around at some point, yes, tonight. The TV shows that I watch with my dad on Tuesdays are old, so I'll be out here at some point after dinner. Yeah. An entire map of sugar beets. I'll do it on a 4X. Watch me. What? I don't know what that is. What? A bale lottery? That'd be funny. Oh, 3 cuttings or 1? So you want us? Oh my god, like 1 whole year? Oh my god, can you imagine how long that would take, chat?
Remember how laggy it's gonna be?
To do 3 cuttings, that would take forever, chat. Actually, my point is it wasn't actually a 24-hour stream. Check the VOD. All I'm gonna say.
Big facts.
Yeah. Anyway. What do I know, chat? What do I know? Turn around. I know I just poured water out of my big jug into my cup, chat, and I just spilled so much.
Again.
It's not in my keyboard this time though, Trent, okay? All I'm saying, man. It's not in my keyboard this time, okay? Mouse pad, yes. Leg, definitely. Edge of my desk, yep. But not. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've done, so back on 19 on Freedom Farms, we basically took the entire map outside of the South Road and the homestead, which wasn't huge. The rest of it was a field. We made it into one field. We did, and all that whole thing in corn for chaff. I think we had like 29 million liters of silage. And then we did the whole thing again in bales too. Yeah. Oh, she ever does 4 hours. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Sean.
Sean, I strongly disagree with what you just said, Chad. It's not the cup. It's a big jug, and when you start pouring, like, you spill. It just happens. Like, if I held the cup up to the spout, maybe I wouldn't spill, but, like, if you don't do that, you're gonna spill, you know? It happens. I'm not worried about it, Sean. It's fine. My leg needed water spilled on it. It's okay. My leg is very cool and refreshed now, you see. It's very cool and refreshed, okay? Just saying.
Vigorous Bowl 813 cheered X100, creamy mashed potatoes, sweet corn, and bite-sized chunks of crispy chicken are layered together, then drizzled with home-style gravy and topped with a perfect blend of 3 shredded cheeses. Choose between a regular Famous Bowl or one with our signature Nashville hot sauce.
Fun fact. Ferris Bowl, thanks for the bits. I've never had one of those. Oh. Sand camp. Fly. Alright, chat, we're gonna switch jobs. Those are 10 ounce, dude. 10 ounce? No way. That's huge. Supposed to be for like adults, Trent?
I typed in adult sippy cups.
That's something you're gonna regret. Adult sippy cups. They're 10 ounce. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm assuming they're for, well, it shows a kid there, but that cup looks huge compared to that kid, by the way, in the picture. Oh, man. Don't know why, but I find it amusing. I find it funny.
I didn't click on the one for elderly people.
They're not to be poor. Yeah, it actually has a top, Mrs. Professor, like a pop top where you like pull it up and it pops. That's the like the jug I have. It has that, but I don't like doing that. I like to pour it in a cup so that I can spill my cup in my keyboard. I actually don't like corn, Vigorous Bull. I like growing like sweet.
Midwest?
Yeah, I know. I live in the Midwest and I don't like corn. I know. Or sorry, kern. I don't like kern. I actually don't. I don't care for it. I know. It's weird. All right, we're gonna leave this plow out because we need it for up north. But like I said, I'm gonna switch gears. Vigorous Bull, what do you need? Or not Vigorous Bull, Black Cat. What do you need done with that field? Goodness me. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going?
That's mainly towards John there, Bert.
Yeah, I think it was for me, Bert. Oh. What do you need with the field? What stage you're in down there, Black Cat? If you don't mind me asking.
I think Bert spills as much as John does.
I mean, it happens, right?
Yeah.
It happens. You don't know.
Just say
you know,
welcome to the chat room again.
Mike keeps doing that too. You know how many shirts I've ruined over the years, like spilling food on them, and like the grease spots don't wash out. You know, like it's ridiculous. Okay, you're to the point of picking it up. Okay, you already got it all raked, Black Cat. Holy cow, man! That's crazy, dude.
If you using GPS, it kind of saves on time.
Oh yeah, well yeah, definitely, but I guess I didn't realize we've been plowing for like 18 years, so 18 years, chat. Been plowing. It's been a long time. Been plowing for days. Want to get this spot done, then it's done. Then we have to decide how many wheat fields we want to plant, chat. Not necessarily right now, but eventually. How much wheat? I would like to plant, probably, you know what? Probably just do the 2 big fields. Pond and West. Because if we do that, then we can just, it's easy to haul to the cows. GPS is back, Dan. The problem is we have to re-add it to every single tractor. We have to customize it.
Yeah, because you take the mod out and save it.
But you put it into a row, then tedded it? I'm so confused. I can't wait to see what you have going on in this field, Vigorspol. Or Black Cat, dang it. Sorry, Black Cat. I can't wait to see what you have going on in this field right now, man. Cannot wait. Yeah, but did you rake it? Did you rake it after tedding? Oh, it's my thing. If you rake it after tedding, then you're like, you know, good to pitter patter, right? If not, that's fine. No, I'll grab a rake. It'll help you. Because you're just running GPS and like picking up the whole field. I'm assuming. Holy Hannah Montana. That's fine. We'll do it a different way. Or do you not use a rake? You animals not using rakes? What? You guys don't rake it? Really? Oh man. Let's come up and say, I will. Hey, park my plow. We'll park this one. If I can, that is, without wrecking that cultivator. I don't know why we still have the cultivators. We don't use them. By the way, this plow takes forever to unhook, which I really like. Does it actually, like, puts the jack down, unhooks the hoses, like... Last pass is saved. Does it, though, Bert? Yeah, we really like this, and the thing is, there's so much room for activity out here. Wouldn't mind another shed for combines, because we'll probably get a 4th one eventually, but... Yeah, do we even own a rake? I guess that's my other question. I don't even know if we own a rake. Those are balers with rakes. Maybe I just need to grab a loading wagon, huh? Don't think so? I thought for sure we would have, because we've made hay before. I don't know. Oh, but we've made hay before too and picked it up loose. Oh. Fine. It's fine, chat. We do in that shed. Okay. Well, I'll pick it up your way. I'm invested now. I've never done this before. I would have raked this back up. To be honest, but most of these.
That's what I would have done too.
Please tell me you're not just going. Oh, you're doing end rows. I was like, what? So do you? What? Black Cat? You just have your GPS set on like east west, and you're just picking everything up. Is that what you're doing? Because I'm assuming you're gonna have to make multiple passes for like the one row here, right? Yes. Okay. I don't have GPS though. Hold that thought. You know what? I'm gonna get an appropriate size tractor for this. I'm gonna switch something with a little more speed to get me to and from the storage. Although if I use that tractor, I can't actually drive in the storage. Never mind. The hips are too wide. This one is definitely more than one pass. Yeah, that's why I would rake it, but we're gonna do it Black Cat's way today. That's fine. I don't mind it. I'm always down to learn and like do stuff different, you know? I don't mind. To repair our tractor too, jeez. Luigi. It's dead. But we do have a rake, though. Interesting. I don't. Oh, there it is. It's hiding right there, chat. Right there next to them auger wagons. Yeah, no fit. I'd have to back in every time. Bert. Oh, Plugger. I bet you do, buddy. I bet you do, Plugger. That does not surprise me at all, Mr. Plugger. Okay, we'll just run right, you know, into that. Okay, all right. All right, all right, all right. All right, so good old GPS chat. We're going to put on our east-west line. We're going to hit auto width of 8.2. And I guess we're just going to drive a lot. That's fine. It's different, but that's okay. I'm here for it, chat. Salesman right here. Right? That actually, there is that V-rake on the mod hub. I thought about adding that 3-point hitch V-rake. That would be nice. Obviously, I'd have to use a different tractor, but.
Oh, for the front?
Yeah.
I see a lot of guys overseas use this IRL.
Yeah. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. I mean, this will definitely work. It's just I would not have thought to do this. That's all. No, you can't use AI for this part. I could, once I get full, I could tell AI to go dump it for me, though. Gift ups first. Nice. Nice, Dan. Right. No, Fire Shadow, it is everything. Plugger's got a mod for everything. I don't know if Plugger ever uses anything that's like base game. Just saying. Oh, you didn't know we had a rake. Gotcha. Courseplay. Yeah, you could use Courseplay for this. At least old Courseplay. I don't know about new Courseplay. I have not used it.
For what?
To like pick up grass and then run it. I assume you could, yeah.
Yeah, I think you could. It's just frustrating and try to figure it out for the first time.
If AI could dump into a fermenting silo, they probably could. A bunker silo, no. Okay, so Black Cat.
Trigger, I think.
Black Cat, you normally would actually. Okay, then we're gonna rake this. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rake it. Let me get a full wagon. I'll grab it. New Horseplay, you can. Okay. Like I said, I haven't used the new Courseplay yet, so I don't know. I don't really have plans on using Courseplay, to be honest. To me, it would be nice in single player, for like, running multiple combines and stuff, I guess, but Trent also has kind of steered me away from it. Just the way he talks about it makes me not really want to use it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it's not like old Courseplay, and I struggled enough with old Courseplay, so.
I like old Courseplay.
Huh?
But I like old Courseplay.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, we had it for years, and we all got used to it and stuff too, you know? So. Because there's nothing better than running Courseplay for your combines on lands, 2 of them, let's say, and then you run.
Exactly what I'm doing right now too. Lands.
Yeah, and then you run auto drive for an auger wagon or 2,
And semi.
and then run auto drive for semis. Oh man, it was awesome. Automation farming, hello. It was all about it, man. That's how I played the Millennial Farmer map, like 100%. Was automation. Once I learned auto drive, and Leonard actually made me the course for auto drive for Millennial map, I was all about it. I really was. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah. Fire up a harvest and didn't really have to pay attention to it ever. It was great. It was really great. Not gonna lie. Because you don't have a Trent, Carson, or a Sarge. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube videos out there on Courseplay and stuff. I just haven't looked into it yet for 22. I'm kind of slow to get into mods, to be honest, yet, you know? Yeah, okay, Mrs. Professor, thank you. That's one mod you didn't use was Courseplay. It's a fine mod and everything, but yeah. Bit of a learning curve. Actually, auto drive was easier to figure out, honestly, than Courseplay ever was.
Axe.
Once you had your auto drive laid out, like your map around the map, your courses around the map, it was amazing. We used that on
network setup.
Carson set that all up on what's it called for us? Madison County. When we played that, he set it all up on there. Gigantic, I should only be going a few more minutes. To be honest, I'll probably rake this field, and then I'll cut out of here. So. Yeah, Scott, it was kind of cool, wasn't it? Like to get it all working together and automate your farm, basically. Because like I would literally get to the point where it was just like, all right, everything's running. These fields are massive because I like plowed fields together on Millennial Farmers map. And it's just like, okay, I don't need to touch anything now. Black Cat, if you're wondering, I'm 48.49. 48.49 if you're going to set up your GPS. But that's up to you. I don't care if you use it or not, to be honest. But that's what I'm running. Dude, pizza sounds really good, chat. I was just sitting here thinking about what I'm doing for dinner, and I don't have a clue. I don't know if there's any groceries in my house, to be honest. There's no eggs in my house. I know that much. I couldn't eat eggs for breakfast this morning. I was like, darn. That's kind of sad, but it's okay. Yeah, Scott. Yeah. Well, it was, yeah, I get you, Scott, but it was kind of interesting on Millennials because, like, it was basically a field, the whole map. Once I got done with it, I plowed a lot together and stuff. But that's how I play every map. Let's plow it all together. But yeah, definitely 4X. 4X is a good time. Fire up the possess. I'm kind of thinking like order it. Pizza sounds good. Like Papa John's. I don't think to be honest, I don't do the grocery shopping in the house, and I'm not complaining. Okay, just bear with me on this, chat. Dad and I struggle like together because he'll be like, what do you need from the grocery store? I'm like, I don't care, just get something for dinner. And then he'll go to the grocery store and just will buy like donuts and chips and cookies, and that's pretty much it. Like, he pretty much just buys junk food. So that's not really something I can cook for dinner, you know? But with everything kind of tasting weird to me right now, I'm not very enthusiastic on like, hey, you should buy this and I'll make this, you know? Like before it was like, hey, buy ground beef, I'll make, you know, meatloaf or meatballs or whatever. Like I'll make something out of it. And now it's just like, with everything smelling and tasting so bad to me, I don't want to even be in my kitchen half the time, you know? Like I just don't want to be around food. And it really sucks. It really, really sucks. Big Al, what's going on? Yep. Playing the French map, the HAUT-BEYLERON. Still on it. Haven't switched yet. Soon, though. Probably going to be, I don't know. I don't want to say next week and then not do it next week, but like maybe next week. We'll see. We will see. Okay, it looks like Matt's in TeamSpeak, so looks like he'll be going live tonight, chat. That's good. We need to get the big rake on here too, don't we? Out of the mod hub.
Oh, that big chrome one?
Hmm. Why does stuff taste bad? I think it is because of COVID. I had COVID a while back. December, actually Christmas of 2020. My family, 3 out of the 4 people that live in my house, we all had COVID. I still bet my aunt did. She was just asymptomatic. But we were sick with COVID, and shortly after that, so I don't know if it's really from that or not, but like food has just started tasting worse and worse and worse. And it's to the point now where like I can't eat pretty much like any beef. I did have a Arby's roast beef and cheddar, but it did not taste good. There were enough other flavors that it was tolerable. Like the food doesn't make me like physically sick or anything. I don't have like intestinal issues or anything. I just can't stand the smell is mostly what it is. And then the taste of a lot of stuff oh, it tastes so bad. It tastes like the bottom juices of a trash can that's been outside on a 100-degree day. That's how a lot of food tastes and smells to me right now. And it's just something it's something I've been dealing with for a while. Like, yeah, and I just kind of keep finding more foods that I can't. Like the first thing I noticed,
Mal_Scott_cheered Dex 100. It's official, COVID is a vegan conspiracy.
It's a vegan conspiracy. It might be, Scott. I don't know. Thanks for the 100 biddies, man. The first thing I noticed was country fried steak. Every once in a while we order like, you know, Denny's or what's it called? Cracker Barrel, you know? And I always get the country fried steak. Love me some country fried steak. And I'm like, man, this just doesn't taste right. But like my dad and my aunt both had it and they're like, oh, this is great. And I'm just like, something doesn't taste right. And I just kind of dealt with it for a while. I didn't really say anything, you know? Just got over COVID. Food had no flavor. See, that's weird because during COVID, I never lost my taste or my smell. I lost my appetite. And I actually lost a fair bit of weight during COVID. Put it all back on and then some by now, of course. But like during COVID, I didn't feel like eating at all. Basically, when I was sick with COVID, like it didn't feel all that bad per se. I just slept a lot. I never missed a stream, but I slept a lot. So I wonder if I can retrain. Thank you, Mrs. Professor. I appreciate it. Chicken, fried chicken, and hash brown casserole. That sounds good. I can eat some, like, chicken nuggets from Wendy's. They taste awful, but like a chicken sandwich from Wendy's tastes good. As an example. Pepperoni by itself, if I open a bag of pepperoni, I want to puke. But a pepperoni pizza is fine. Like, I can eat that. It's so weird. So, like, kind of shut myself down to just like eating the same, like, you know, scrambled eggs with cheese on a tortilla. That's my breakfast a lot of days because I can eat it and it tastes good to me. But like, we have these frozen sausage patties in the freezer. Can't really eat those. They don't taste good. So I don't eat those. You know, it's like I've really kind of learned what I can eat, and I just stay in my lane right now and just eat like the same things. Like I had a Butterfinger Blizzard from Dairy Queen a couple weeks ago. It was disgusting. And that's sad, you know? Everything tasted like salt, really? Image Mom, that's crazy. That's crazy. Huh. The vegetarian origin story. But even like some potatoes don't taste right to me. Like I've had different, you know, potatoes in different situations, and sometimes they don't taste right. Sometimes potatoes taste great. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to eat those. Thank goodness for the pizza. Yeah, pizza I can still eat. There's enough other flavors going on there, you know, that it kind of hides it for me. So, yeah. Right, Jeff? Yeah. True. So, like, we went to my sister's a couple weeks ago to, like, celebrate some family birthdays and stuff. And I walked in, like, I was hungry. I didn't know what we were going to have for dinner. But she, like, had a bunch of food there. And I walked in, and I smelled something, and I was like, nope. And I went in her living room and sat there and did not eat. Like, I was like, nope, I'm not eating. Everybody's like, what? And I had to explain to people that I don't, you know, part of my family that I don't really see all the time. And everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. They're like, oh, no, that food's great. I'm like, nope. Nope, y'all don't understand. Like, y'all just don't understand. Like, it's bad. Bing bong. Hello.
Vigorous Bowl 813 cheered Dex 100. Our succulent dinner begins with premium chuck roast, slow braised in a clove blend of herbs and spices. Hand shredded and piled high on fresh sourdough bread with savory beef stock gravy. It's tender, it's juicy, and it goes superbly with your choice of any two clove sides. It's from Culver's BTW.
Puppies are getting restless. All good. All good. All good, Southern. Vegas Bowl, that sounds great, but I know I wouldn't like it. Thanks for the biddies. Appreciate it, bro. How much? You're kind of in shock. I'm sorry. What did the doc say? I have not been to a doctor, Big Al. You can ask any questions, Big Al. You can ask questions. I've never been to a doctor for it. I don't know. I got you, Laura Barber, yeah. I mean, I still eat. Obviously, I'm fat. Look at me. I still eat, you know? Never had COVID. 10, 18. Consider yourself lucky, man. It's awful. It's awful. Let's say COVID means something. There's actually a lot. The more I talk about it on stream, Ambush Mom, it's like the more people come out of the woodwork and they're like, yeah, I've had that too. And it's like, it's kind of weird, you know? I did not know that Culver's had pot roast dinner either, to be honest. I thought they had burgers and like chicken strips and custard. And I'm scared to try custard because like Dairy Queen ice cream was awful to me. That's actually why I had a Blizzard at not a Blizzard, a Frosty. I wanted to see if it was still good, and it was great. Just for the record, Frosty was great. I enjoyed that, but like Dairy Queen Blizzard, I'm not sure if it was the Butterfinger or if it was ice cream. I'm not sure, but it was one of them. It was nasty. I think peanut butter might be on the list of things I can't eat, by the way. Because, like, we have those little, like, orange crackers with, like, the peanut butter in them at the farm. And I've had those. I used to tear those up. I had a pack Sunday and I was like, this just does not taste right. So I think I need to add that to the list of things I just can't eat, you know? So they have shrimp and fish dinners. The more you know, Vigorous Bull. We don't ever really go to Culver's. Oh yeah. Yeah, Laura Barber. Yep, definitely. The more you know. We're learning about Culver's tonight, chat. Definitely. Yes, Laura, I remember. Yes. Yep. Laura, I've committed that to memory, by the way, just so you know. I felt really bad about the other day when I, like, forgot about that. I apologize again. That's okay. Peanut butter's gross anyway. Huh? No, peanut butter's great. Well, it used to be. I don't know if I can still eat it. Even like a sausage biscuit from Hardee's, and I know that's very specific. They just don't taste right. Laura, I'm sorry about that, you know? It sucks. Even a sausage biscuit from Hardee's just doesn't taste good to me. Almond butter? I don't think I've ever tried almond butter. I think I've ever tried it. Probably should. Might learn more about Culver's on the 15th. I'm streaming on the 15th, Vigorous Bull. No. I'm not streaming on the 15th, Vigorous Bull. It's a Sunday. Unless you're going to TTS and go stream, which, you know, I'll be there. I'll be there, buddy. Laura, I appreciate it. I did feel really bad about that, though. I did. And I know you're saying not to, but that's something I should remember about y'all, you know? It really is. And I felt really bad for not remembering that. So it's committed to memory from now on. Trust me. I should get a sticky note, write it, stick it on one of my monitors. If I need, oh man, think of all the things that have been said in here in, you know, however many years I've been streaming now, way too many. And think if I had a sticky note for like, say like, just like the big life events that y'all have had, you know? I wouldn't be able to see a monitor anymore, just be sticky notes. But I'd remember everything that way. Like Fire Shadow got in an accident? They say memory. Oh, Fire Shadow. Hey, I had a similar situation with Fire Shadow in his first, the first major accident he had a couple years ago now. I didn't remember a very big detail about that I know he said in my chat, and I didn't remember it. And I felt like a real jerk for it, you know? Just saying. It's the 14th, and you'll share the knowledge. Oh, Vigorous Bull, you make me laugh, bro. You make me laugh. Hey, I get paid then too. Look at me. Look at us. I get paid on the 15th. I'll probably get paid on like Friday that week. They always pay, if it's going to be out on Sunday, they pay early. Most of the time they pay early, actually. They pay on the 14th a lot. They're not supposed to pay till the 15th, but a lot of times they pay on the 14th. So thanks, Twitch. One time you're going to hear me say that, chat. Throwing it out there. Oh yeah. Good old TTS. Gotta love it. Judge, what's going on? How we doing today? Hope all is well. How's it going? Welcome on in. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, this is gonna fill you up really fast here, Black Cat, because I'm getting like almost 2 full rows here. This one's gonna be real, bruh. Just saying. Good. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Guys, like I was saying, we're doing some raking here, obviously. And then we're going to, probably going to call it a stream then. I got to go get dinner. I'm dropping bits. Or what's it called? Frames. Sorry about that, chat. Bert, that was me. Fire Shadow had a really nasty accident the first time too, Bert. The first one was really bad. I didn't even know they had soup. Irish, or what's your name? Vigorous Bull, you're making me want to go to Culver's, bro. The problem is I'd get a burger, and well, I probably wouldn't like it, so.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't mind going to Culver's either, but my local Culver's, there's a Arby's right next to it.
Oh.
I'd have to like get something from one place and get like
So,
chicken fingers from Culver's.
I say if you're going to Culver's and Arby's, what are you getting, Trent? I'm curious.
Chicken fingers from Culver's.
Okay.
And then a burger, or not a burger.
Like a roast
sandwich from Arby's.
Like a roast beef and cheddar?
Like a 1 pound of roast beef.
You're just a regular roast beef guy?
The 1 pound.
Yeah, but just plain?
Yeah.
You put any Arby's sauce on it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So like 2 packets.
He's got this all planned out, chat. You get any like fries, drink, shake?
Curly fries.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Culver's, last time, I haven't had Culver's in literally like 3.5 years. Probably. I vividly remember the last time I had Culver's. It's been like 3.5 years ago.
And the nice part is there's a railroad track maybe 15 feet away, like 10 feet, like elevated.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little scary when a train goes right by you.
Oh. That's kind of funny, not gonna lie. The biggest problem he had was in the bathroom. Oh man. That's kind of something. Kind of something. Oh goodness me. That's crazy. Laura, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I'm very happy to be here. And, you know, I've said this before and I'll say it again, especially this week. Streaming is definitely something that, you know, it's a two-way street. You know, you're saying it helps me too. It takes my mind off stuff. I started day streaming because before my mom passed, like I was only streaming at night because that's when my dad was home to take care of her. And even before that, I only ever streamed at night. But once she passed and like things kind of settled down, it's like, I need something to do. Otherwise I'm going to like, you know, I don't even want to say what I was thinking at the time, to be honest with you, chat, you know? But it's definitely a two-way street. Seeing all your names in chat every day, having a good conversation, laughing, talking about random stuff. It's a two-way street. And I'm happy to be here. I'm proud of the community that I've built over the years. And I'm very grateful for the community that we have here too. And Matt and Ghost are great as well. Just saying. They are. I'm really glad that you've gone to both of those streams too, Laura. Just saying. I'm really happy you've you know, gone to Matt and hang out there, and same thing with Ghost. Very happy that anybody has done that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't stream on National Fast Food Day, which is November 16th. What day is November 16th? November. I'll be putting Christmas lights up, bro. November 16th is a Wednesday. I'll probably be like putting my arches up that day. Actually, yeah, I very well could be. That's a Christmas light day because let's see. Thanksgiving will be the 24th. So yeah, I could see putting my arches up that day. To be honest with you, Vigorous Bull. I really could, man. That's funny. That's funny. Matt's stream is a little slower pace. Yeah, I mean, Matt's definitely a different streamer. I mean, everybody's different when they stream. Their styles are a little bit different. Matt's more there to like play the game. Does that make sense? And that doesn't mean he ignores chat or anything like that. Sometimes, you know, you can just tell he gets, and this is not me picking on Matt. I'm not going to pick on Matt. Matt's a great guy. He's a good friend of mine. But like, he gets kind of into the game and he like forgets to talk, you know, and stuff. And that's not a bad thing. He's just having a good time. You'll celebrate it on the 15th. Okay. Awesome. It's full. You know, and I don't mean it in any kind of bad way. You know? Just saying. I definitely, yeah. No, I'm not hating on Matt. I would never hate on Matt. Matt and I have known each other for like 6 or 7 years now. We've known each other forever. So I'm not hating on him. Carson, what'd you have for dinner? I need to figure that out soon myself. Just saying. Taco Bell? Probably, right? It is Carson after all. Where'd your mom cook tonight? What'd she make? Where'd you go out with somebody? I don't know, man. Would you go to like 5-star restaurant? What are we doing, huh? Do you have those where you live? I don't think I have those where I live. I would never go to one anyway. Just saying. Oh, you don't have a stove till Friday. That's right. Redoing his kitchen, chat. Forgot about that. I forgot about that. My bad, dog. Oh, you went to a local place and you got breakfast there? Very good. Awesome. Awesome, Carson. Awesome.
That sounds pretty good.
It does, actually. Yeah. Some pancakes and some I can't really eat sausage, but pancakes sound good. Oh, goodness. It's fine, Carson. We'll talk at some point. I did see your email. We need to do that more often. Like, just send an email with topics. I'm not going to lie. Because, like, the other night, I was like, what do we want to talk about again? I forget. But at least we could, like, you know, remember if you have an email, right? Just saying. Just saying. But I'll be around, Carson. Even if I'm not in, just Snapchat me and I'll probably be around the computer. I'd be watching King of the Hill. Two cup. Oh, Dr. Pepper. Okay, I was like, what? Carson's just a big 222 guy over here, you know? All right, Carson, with all the twos. 2 cups of Dr. Pepper, you're probably like bouncing off the walls now, aren't you? That's a yes. That's a yes, chat. No. I was waiting for the cap emote, to be honest. That's what I was waiting for. Biggest bull, you're looking up all the days, aren't you, buddy? Dance like a chicken day. I will not be celebrating. I will not be celebrating that Vegas Bowl. Okay, I'm sorry to tell you. Gotcha, Carson. I need to get my mind out of the gutter. Oh man, I need to stop. Shit. And I rebel. Carson, that's a lot of caffeine, my guy. Holy cow, bro. Don't forget to celebrate Star Wars Day. I will not be doing that either. This week, Venom is really rough for me and the family. It's the week we lost Mom 3 years ago, so it's gonna be a week, you know. And you're still tired every day. Yeah, you're tired from the caffeine, Carson. Just saying. I will not play the Chicken Dance song on the loop. No, that's probably copyright, right? Probably copyright. Yeah. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. All right, I'm not gonna rake this last pass because there's only a little bit, and it's all in a row. It's all in a row. For the most part, yeah, it's fine. Wow, Carson. And National Buttermilk Biscuit. I can get behind that day. I can get behind National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. That can be every day as far as I'm concerned. There's not much in life better than a good old buttermilk biscuit, okay? Just saying. Buttermilk biscuit. Gotta really get in there with it, you know? There's not a lot of things better, chat, than a good buttermilk biscuit. All right. Just saying. The sausage gravy? Absolutely. Growing up, chat, for years and years and years, because it was really, really cheap, and we were kind of poor. Grew up kind of poor, right? We as a, oh, that's okay. That's gonna be left for somebody else. Dad would take us boys a lot of Sundays out to Hardee's, and we would get all-you-can-eat biscuits and gravy because, again, it was cheap. And yeah. So for years and years and years, that was our like Sunday morning tradition, was to go to Hardee's and get us some biscuits and gravy. Just saying, so good. National Root Beer Float Day, is that a thing? Get behind that too. Maybe, I'm not sure. All you can eat, you would die there. We'd only really ever eat like 2, sometimes 3. Like biscuits and gravy, to be honest. Because yeah, you feel like you're gonna die if you eat more than that, so. Yeah. But those were the days. Why am I fat? Again, chat, you know, like that question comes up a lot. Like, I don't know. I can't figure it out, chat. I go to all you can eat biscuit and gravy every Sunday morning for 15 years of my life, you know? Like, that was the thing we did. And then it became like, go get all you can eat biscuit and gravy and then go work at the farm. Well, that didn't end well a lot of times. So it was really nice once we installed the bathroom down there. We'll just say that much. Because you needed it, you know? Just saying. Make pizza crust from biscuit dough? Sure. Why not? Why not? Nice, Bert. I don't even think I have the stuff to make that. My house is like empty right now, man. Need to go hit up Sam's Club for like $200. That's what we need to do. Yeah. That's what we need to do. But I haven't done that in a while, so it's been a while since we've done any kind of like real actual grocery shopping. Dad's been buying junk food, but actual groceries. It's been a while. It has been a while. All right, so chat, question for y'all. Do we plant the whole map in wheat? Everything we own? Or do we only plant the 2 big fields? The pond field and the west field. Do we plant those 2 in wheat, or do we plant everything? We need straw for the cows. 2. I'm on my way. Judge, why are you mad at me? What did I do? I'm sorry. Whatever it was. We do need straw for TMR. Yeah, we do. That's why we need it. Yeah. I make you want biscuits and gravy. I'm sorry. 2 big fields. Okay, maybe that's just what we'll do then. We'll just do the 2 big fields. What I'm getting at, Chad, is I think I'm going to have them planted before Thursday stream, okay? Yeah. Finger is full. It looks like Ghost is going to learn about that. Fingers, well, you cracked me up. So that's what I'm thinking, chat. We're going to plant. I'll have it planted before Thursday. We'll be harvested on Thursday, okay, chat? Kind of what I'm thinking. Which means we'll have to sell. But, like, we'll start Thursday with selling. How about that, chat? Burnt your finger on the pizza pan. Big Al, be safe, buddy. It was a drive. Pretty much. All right. Trent, thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you later,
no
probably.
Problem.
Have a good night.
Alrighty.
Those of you watching on YouTube, have a great rest of your day. And as always, toodles.